Hi, and welcome to O.G.O.R, Old Guys Outdoor Review. I'm Tall Paul, and today we are reviewing this Swedge by Camillus, or Camillus, or Camillas if you're a Briqueño like I am. This is a great knife for batoning wood if you're making your firewood, and it's basically the main design for it. So why would you want this when you can use just a stick? Well, that doesn't work. You could use a knife, or you could use a miniature machete. Well, I'll tell you, we'll get into that with this review. It is a bonded, titanium bonded steel blade, which is just over 4¼ inches. The spine of the blade is just about 1/4 inch, just over 1/4 inch. It has the ABS plastic handle there, and it even comes with a sheath, and it looks like this. So it is a nice little wedge, and why would you want to use this instead of your knife? Well, this will keep your knife sharp because you're not using your knife to baton wood. So I would recommend this as a base camp piece instead of hiking around with it. It does have a lifetime warranty, which is nice, which is why I'm also wondering why we haven't used this on cinder block yet. Anyway, to start your batoning, just get a little piece started, and then you have something to start with. And I'm wondering why we didn't use this to cut this piece of wood instead of my saw. It took forever with my saw, and look how fast that was. So that is really nice to use. I'm starting to like it. I think the blade should be a little bit longer, maybe just a couple inches longer, because it is only a 4¼ inch blade. So that makes it hard when you pound the wood. So just so you know, I've got the hardest wood here. This is oak, and it really did take a long time to cut with the saw. It was a pain in the butt. But we're going to compare the Swedge with the machete. So here we go. Stay. So that worked pretty well, but now I have to sharpen my machete if I want to keep using it. So I think for a base camp piece, this is a great tool to have. I don't know that I'd want to hike with it because it's just something taking up space and weight in your bag. But for base camping and you're next to your car, or you have some sort of sled or something to carry lots of fancy tents and big heavy equipment, this could be a real handy tool, because then you could do different work with your machete, you could do fine work with your knife, and really save having to sharpen the blade a lot and keep it sharp. And of course you don't want to use your axe to do this. You can, but this works a lot better. So the Swedge by Camillus SWEDGE. So one nice thing about this blade is it is a wedge. That's why they call it the Swedge. And it really helps split this wood really fast. It does have a very rough texture back here. So when you're batoning, you're not sliding off. As opposed to batoning on this, you have a real chance of sliding. This, I am trying to slide. It's not easy. Another nice thing about it is it's really outperforms bigger knives and things like that when you get to smaller pieces of wood. Because I'm not risking chopping fingers off with this thing. Helps if you go all the way through though. Push it through all the way in. making the kindling is quite easy. However, as I said with the longer blade, I personally am used to hitting on the outside when I baton, and because this is a shorter blade, it's not as bad with the smaller ones, but with bigger pieces you have to hit on the hand side. And it has flat, so you're not going to accidentally bump yourself, like I just did. One more. Actually, I'm going to process it this way.
Use another piece of oak.
No, I'm processing it down to tiny and making a freaking tent stake out of it.
Set it on the other half of the wood. Don't fall, keep going in.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try cross-cutting this piece of wood just to see how it does, kind of work it like an axe because it is a wedge, much like an axe. So we're going to give that a try. And it's doing okay. I wouldn't recommend doing it this way. Saw would work better. You just gotta beat that wood hard. Harder! Yeah, so it's not made for cross-cutting, but one thing nice about it is it comes with a sheath. And the sheath, it could fit in nice and snug, has a little thumb grip to pull that out, and it also fits in both ways. Has a belt loop to slide it on. Easier done standing up. And you can keep your swedge with you all the time. One thing I wish it was just a little bit longer. Oh, I mean, that sounds like a personal problem, but it would be nice if it was just an inch or two longer, so that you could really get pounding on the inside. I'm worried I'm going to hit my hand. So I would give this a maybe 3.5 stars out of 5. And again, this would be a great base camp piece to keep with your car in case you need it, because it does come in handy. It's kind of comes across to me as a one-trick pony, and with other tools you could do the same thing and more. Just beat it, pick up your stick so you could eat it. Oh, I guess you wouldn't eat the stick, would you? You'd eat the food that you're using the stick to cook with. You're filming, and I'm talking. So, that is the Swedge by Camillus. Camillus. Again, I would give it about a 3.5 out of 4 stars, just because it does seem like a one-trick pony. If you want the stats on it, watch that video right there. Right there. There? Is it there? Where is the video? I don't know where the video... Right there? Right there, right there. Right there? Watch a video that pops up somewhere on this screen. I don't know where. We haven't edited yet. And tune in next time when we review something else that starts with a SW, so it confuses the heck out of me.